Good evening and welcome to the WVMO Game of the Week. I'm Steve Martinelli, and tonight from the Kent Evenstead Arena, this is Silver Eagle basketball. The MG girls take on the 0-5 Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. The Silver Eagles come into tonight's game with a 3-1 record. Their only blemish, a loss to the powerful Stoughton Vikings. Unfortunately, a conference game. But they're looking for a little bit of a breather tonight against this one. In this one, Fort Atkinson comes in 0-5, giving up almost 80 points a game, scoring only about 25.5 a game. Let's not sugarcoat this, folks. This could be an ugly matchup tonight and only stand to pad to McKenna Warnock's assault on the record books as she tries to break into the top 10 of all-time girls scoring in Wisconsin history. We'll chronicle that march throughout the course of the season. And we'll, of course, fill you in on how the boys are doing as well. Boys playing in Westfield tonight, I believe. Let me find that. Yes, they are playing Westfield tonight before coming back to Milton. We'll see the boys here on December 11th when it's also the WVMO Game of the Week against the Monroe Cheesemakers. But tonight, it's girls basketball, and everybody could stand to add on to their stats a little bit. Girls are taking the floor prior to the national anthem, so we'll have a short break here and come back with player introductions. This game viewable or listenable to on WVMO 98.7 and also online at mymonona.com. You can also view it by going to the Monona Community Media YouTube channel, where it's not only viewable, it's archived there long after the game. I was watching games from 2009 earlier today. It was football, of course. All right, the teams are lined up. In just a moment, we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll get underway. Now, the national anthem.
Please rise, remove your hat, and face the flag for the playing of the national anthem.
From all across Dane County and around the world, this is WVMO FM, bringing you Silver Eagle basketball. Steve Martinelli at the call, and tonight, Silver Eagles against the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. First, player introductions for the Blackhawks. Number one, a senior, Kat Randall. Number 4, senior Corinne Stoutenborough. Number 10, freshman Taylor Marquardt. Marquardt averaging 4.5 a game. Number 12, senior Sarah Vandermoos. Vandermoos. And number 21, junior 5'10", the leading scorer with 9.8 a game, Anna Schinneke. And now your Silver Eagle ladies. Tyler Keel in his third year at head coach. Number 5, 5'8" senior Peyton Blang, averaging 6.8 a game. 6'2" senior, everybody knows her, averaging 31 a game, McKenna Warnock. 5'10" senior, number 20, averaging just under 3 a game, Kaylee Kellogg. Number 22, 5'10" senior, averaging 4.5 points a game, Julia Bruns. 6-foot junior, 5 points a game, Shauna Curran. So for the Silver Eagles, it's Blang, Warnock, Kellogg, Bruns, and Curran. A big lineup. Blang the only one shorter than 5'10", and she's 5'8". Fort undersized without a question. They start Brandel, Stoutenborough, Marquardt, Vandermoos, and Schenecke. Warnock will jump center against number 21, Schenecke. Schenecke giving up 4 inches to probably the best player in the state. You gotta speculate that. Bruns will get the tip. She'll bring it across, throws it in the lane, kicks it back out the left side. Bruns gets it back from Kellogg into the left corners, or right corners. Warnock, look, they've got her double teamed. They're watching her very carefully. She'll take the long 3 off the backboard into the hands of Kat Brendel. Fort Atkinson with their first attempt. They get across center court. Brandel working against Kellogg. This is Vandermoos up top to Stoutenborough. They got some long names. Back to Brandel. That one's short, and it's Kat Brandel. Ooh, almost walked with it there. Cross court to Vandermoos, or Stoutenborough. She goes top of the key with the ball, guarded by Bruns. Watch for the Silver Eagles to take some chances and go for some steals. They look inside for Marquardt, and she can't get it to drop. MG ball, and Blang with the easy layup. 2-0 MG. Stoughton doing a good job moving the ball. They're going to have trouble getting it across center court here pretty quick. Oh my goodness. And there it is, 10 seconds. They can't get it across. A stifling Monona Grove press, creating the first turnover. Silver Eagles take over, 16:44 to play, 2-0. Silver Eagles a heavy favorite in this game as Fort Atkinson's averaging 26 points a game and giving up 79 a game. Blang with the ball, top of the key for the Silver Eagles. She'll go to Bruns, left elbow, high left elbow, up to the top of the key. This is Warnock. She'll drive into the lane, cross dribble. From the free throw line, she'll back out now, give it to Blang. Blang will take it into the hoop. She's not shy. Wrestling it away from another Fort Atkinson Blackhawk. They look inside for Stoutenborough, and Stoutenborough gets tied up with Kellogg. And the possession arrow goes to the Blackhawks. Number 12, Vandermoos will inbound for the red-clad Blackhawks. Oh, over and back. She was not paying attention there. That was, Stoutenborough, I believe. Went over and back. Lang inbounding it to the biggest player on the court. Warnock will bring it up. 3-point attempt. Off the front of the rim. She's missed her first 2, but she'll heat up. Don't worry. I have no doubt McKenna Warnock will get her points tonight. This is Marquardt, the freshman, bringing it across. Gives it to Vandermoos. Up top to Stoutenborough. Over to Marquardt. Left elbow up high to to Brandel. Right side. They're moving the ball really well. This is Stoutenborough looking for Marquardt. 10-footer turnaround. No. Rebound. McKenna Warnock. Who else? The school's leading rebounder. Boys or girls. She'll take this one in the lane. A little leaner. Can't get it to drop. Rebound Stoutenborough. She gets tied up by Curran. And this one goes to the Silver Eagles. 2-0. They lead it. 15:30 to play in the first half. Curran looking to inbound. Silver Eagles with a big height advantage. This is Warnock into the lane. Blang thought about the 3. She'll drive. Now she'll give it to Bruns for the right side 3 ball. Yes, a high bounce off that one. And Julia Bruns gets the 3. 5-0 MG lead. Marquardt into the Silver Eagle press. They get it across to Marquardt. She stopped, almost dribbled. Stoutenborough looking inside. Throws it off the foot of a Silver Eagle. It's going to be a kick, and it'll be Blackhawk ball. Subs coming in, Darian Johnson, and number 4, Peyton Nelson. So Bruns and Kellogg will sit for a minute as Coach Keel tests his bench. They throw it right into the hands of Peyton Nelson, just off the bench and into the game. Dribbles on the right side. Now Johnson will try the three. Boom! Just like that, the girls come in off the bench, combined for a three-pointer. 8-0. Silver Eagles lead it. 14:50 to play in the first half. Fort Atkinson gets it across. This is Brandel, top of the key. Silver Eagles in a man-to-man. Up top to Startenborough. This is Brandel, right, high elbow against Nelson. They go to Marquardt, the freshman, guarded by Johnson. Johnson, an outstanding defender. And Stoutenborough loses it out of bounds. Turnover, advantage Silver Eagles. They bring in Tyla Stout, a freshman, comes into the game. Kat Brandel will sit down. 8-0, the Silver Eagles lead this one. They're letting Warnock kind of run the point tonight. She misses the layup. She's 0 for 4. Not a typical start for her, but she'll come back, don't you worry. What is this, Marquardt? Yep, Marquardt to Stout, the other freshman. Right side up high now. To Vandermouse, she brings it around to Marquardt on the left side now. High up top to Stoutenborough. Right side, Marquardt. She'll try to drive, blocked by Warnock. By Curran. There's a three, or Marquardt just inside the three-point line, making an attempt to free throw and a scrum on the floor. And we get a jump ball. Marquardt get onto the mix there, and this time it goes to the Blackhawks. 8-0 still, 13:40 to play in the first half. Marquardt inbounding to Vandermouse. Now they go back inside, tipped by Warnock, recovered by Marquardt, slapped away by Johnson, out of bounds, Fort Atkinson ball. Johnson's done a great job this year on defense. She's also a pretty good three-point shooter. I've got her unofficially at hitting 6 out of 15, 40%. That doesn't make sense, does it? Yeah, I guess that's about right. Now a foul called, Warnock having the ball. And they're going to call it on Mac. First team foul, first anybody foul. Pretty quick first half so far. Oh! Off the head of Warnock as she was standing between the inbound pass and Anasheniki. Hit Warnock in the back of the head and skipped out of bounds. Now Vandermouse will inbound for the Blackhawks. This is Marquardt up top. This time guarded by Blang. On another note, Blang back in the game. Johnson comes up with the steal, in for the layup. Left-hander, no good, but she draws the foul and will get 2 shots. Darian Johnson averaging just over a steal a game. Stout's first foul, first team foul against the Blackhawks, and Darian Johnson will take a trip to the line. Oh, missing that one. Got to make your free throws. Johnson hitting, almost 88% of her free throws. Now Blang and Curran will sit down. Bruns and who just came in? She makes that one. Number 11 for the Silver Eagles. I didn't see her on my roster. No, it's Calhoun. All right, Lexi Garant in for the Blackhawks. Cross-court pass to Stoutenborough. Guarded by Nelson. Trying to back in now. Wraparound pass. Stout to the lane. She draws a foul. This might be on Warnock again. That'd be her second. Nope. Peyton Nelson called for her first foul, second team foul. That sends Stout to the line. I don't have a height on Stout. She's a freshman, but guess she's at least 5'10", if not 6 feet tall. Stout hits the first free throw. That's the first point for the Blackhawks, and we're 5 minutes into the game. Stout hits them both. She's averaging 5.3 a game, so she's one of their better scorers. Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. As Warnock moves to the post, Johnson to Nelson on the right side. She dribbles to the top of the key, into the lane, dishes out. Now Bruns drive, pass to Warnock. Warnock, little move, a 10-footer in the lane, can't get it to drop. Rebound, Blackhawks. Schenecke with the rebound, and Marquardt to walk it across. Johnson going for the steal, slaps it out of bounds. Now Stout will inbound right in front of the MG bench. Just don't block Max's view. Marquardt, the freshman, will run the point for the Blackhawks. Stout, right side. Try to drive against Johnson, but the path blocked. She finds Stoudemire inside, but nothing doing with McKenna Warnock in a way. Now Marquardt will come in from the left, put up a 10-footer. No, tipped out of bounds, MG ball. Subs in for the Silver Eagles. Got number 10, J.D. Christensen, and 5, Peyton Blang. So Warnock getting a breather along with Peyton Nelson. Got Curran, Johnson, and Bruns on the floor. Johnson missed the three, Levin missed the three there. Calhoun. Marquardt walking it up, picked up by Calhoun. Stout working against Johnson on the right side, right in front of the MG bench. Up top to Garant. She gives it over to Stout, and Burrow, who tries to work it inside to Schenecke, and Schenecke draws the foul. Peyton Blang called for her first foul. Schenecke drops the first one in. 9-3, another one coming up. Cat Brandel will come in for Stoutenborough, and Warnock will come back in for Johnson. Schenecke's second one coming up. High arcing shot is good. 4 for 4 on their free throws. That's their only points, though. 11:25 to play. 9-4 here in the first half. From Monona Grove High School here on WVMO LP Monona. Peyton Blang running the point for the Silver Eagles. Finds Warnock high on the left side. Drives into the lane. Dish down low. Oh, nothing doing there. Nice pass back to Calhoun. Calhoun up top. 3 ball for Warnock. Her first points of the night. You knew it was just a matter of time. She's averaging 31 a game. They're not going to shut her down. I believe she's only been held to single digits once or twice in her career. We're going to have to check that out. Stout, 20-footer, drops it in. Stout with the long jump shot. She's got 4 points, and it's a 12-6 game. Quickly down the floor. Calhoun back to Bruns, top of the key. Nope, go back to Calhoun, right side, and she hits the 3. Who is that kid? Out of bounds, it'll be MG ball. Subs coming in. Christensen will sit down for the Silver Eagles. Let's see who came in. We've got Curran, Bruns, Blang, Warnock, and Calhoun out there. Hands it off to Curran. Top of the key, over to Calhoun. She'll take the 3. Nope, missing that one. Tipped. Back in the hands of the Silver Eagles. Bruns for 3. Julia Bruns with a couple of 3s. And it's an 18-6 MG lead. 10 minutes to play in the first half. Points piling up pretty quick for MG. And not all Warnock. She's only got 3 of their 16 points, of their 18 points. Yikes. Stout will three, no. We got a foul underneath. I don't know if they're going to call this on Curran, but I think they might. Nope. Garant called for her first foul, just the second team foul against Ford. I gotta find out who this number 11 is. Do we know who number 11 is? Trying to find out who number 11 is. She's not on the roster. J.D. Gordon. I don't have her on my roster. All right. We'll try to find out more information at the half. In the meantime, I think I missed a Warnock basket there. Yes, I did. 20-6 with 9:32 to play in the first half. The Silver Eagles jumping out to a pretty comfortable lead, allowing Coach Keel to substitute freely. After tonight, the girls travel to the Milwaukee Academy of Science to play science. Then they've got a tough one at Sun Prairie, at Monroe. Boy, three challenging games. I think the Academy of Science, is that where that one girl's from, the Shamira Williams? I gotta check this quick. Shamira Williams is probably the second best scorer in the state. Yeah, Milwaukee Academy of Science. She's a senior this year as well. She's the only active player with more points than McKenna Warnock. All right, Silver Eagles come up back out onto the floor. 9:32 to play in the first half. A 20-6 lead. Fort Atkinson with the ball, and they're looking into the jaws of an MG press. Marquardt bringing across with the help of Lily Belzer. She's in the game for the first time. Almost forced back across the timeline, across court to Marquardt, into the corner to Stoutenborough. Stoutenborough into the lane. Stout, right side, left side, up top. Miss, rebound by Stout though, and into the hands of Blang. Oh, off the hands of Blang, and Stoutenborough gets the garbage basket. Will be nicer though, because her name's Corinne, and that's my daughter's name. Under 9 minutes to play, 20-8. This is Curran. She'll go into the lane, put up the little one. Yes, it's good for two. Shauna Curran, averaging 5 a game, gets her first 2 of the night. They inbound it to Marquardt. Into the corner to Stoutenborough. Stoutenborough into the lane to Stout. Stout blocked by Warnock. Warnock has the ball on the run. She'll take it herself. No, she's going to dish it off to Nelson on the side. Back to Warnock for 2. Warnock with 7 points. Blang with the assist there. Cross-court pass to Marquardt. She'll drive the lane against Warnock. And a blocking foul called against Big Mac. Second foul on Warnock. Send Taylor Marquardt, the freshman, to the line. She misses the first. She's averaging 4.5 a game. Not too bad. All sorts of subs coming in. Peyton Nelson, Johnson. And who is that? Kellogg again. Joining Curran. And the mystery number 11. Oh no, that's Warnock's. Number 11's down. Warnock gets the rebound on the second miss by Marquardt. Kellogg for 3. Deep three-pointer from the right side. Silver Eagles have made it a plan to shoot a lot of threes tonight, as they've hit 6 of them already. Steal by Johnson. Yes, she comes up with it. Saves it from going out of bounds. Recovered by the Blackhawks, though. Took it right out of the hands of Belzer. Brandel for three, no. Rebound Bruns. Nope, that's not Bruns, that's Kellogg. Ford Atkinson will get the ball as it went off Kellogg out of bounds. Subs coming in. Kaylee Haas, number 5. And number 21, Shinnicky back in. This is Brandel, top of the key, guarded by Kellogg. Stoutenborough on the right side. Vandermoos off to the Brandel. And we got a foul away from the ball. Yep. Vandermoos called for her first foul. Vandermoos, that's a great name. Johnson will inbound to Peyton Nelson. Nelson bring it up, she'll take it right down the lane, lay it up, and in for two. Peyton's first points of the night, but not the first points for a Peyton, as Blang already got her basket. 29-8 with 6:54 to play in the first half. Haas getting loose. Gives it to Shinnicky, and Shinnicky drops one in and draws a foul. Possible three-point play coming up. Kaylee Kellogg picking up her first foul. Shinnicky 2 for 2 from the line. She has 4 points already. Another one potential right here. There she drops it in, 3 for 3. 5 points on the night. She's the leading scorer. It's 29-11 with 6:45 to play in the first half. Peyton Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles here on WVMO LP Monona. Kellogg ran into some trouble there, drew a foul. Nope. They're going to call Peyton Blang for the foul here. I missed what happened there, but Kellogg will take a rest. No, they did call it on Kellogg. Blang was just coming in the game. Brandel throws it right into the hands of Johnson. Darian will take it in, lay it up. Oh, can't get the friendly bounce. She tries to tip the rebound back to the Silver Eagles, but it's recovered by the Blackhawks. And Ford will bring it across. This is Kaylee Haas with the ball. Looking for some help, finds Brandel up high on the right side. Across to Vandermoos. Back up top to Stoutenborough. Brandel. Brandel to Haas. Vandermoos. Almost out of the hands of Shinnicky. She's working against a double team of Kellogg and Warnock. Now she tries to loop it over right into the hands of Warnock. That's at least the third block of the night for Warnock. She'll bring it down, stop at the three-point line, and bounce it off the front of the rim. A nice thought. Rebound by Stoutenborough. 5:28 to play, 29-11, the Silver Eagles up. Vandermoos out on an island there, needs some help. Finds Stoutenborough at the top of the key. Over to Haas, left side. Slapped by Johnson, recovered by Haas. Johnson comes up with a steal this time. Now she's looking for some help. She's coming down the right side, quickly ahead. And Nelson for two. No, Blang for two. I can't see the number from here. Blang gets a layup off the nice steal and assist by Johnson. 31-11, a 20-point lead, 4:50 to play. Haas, high left side, working against Johnson. Johnson and Warnock have been demons on the defensive end of the court here. They almost get Curran on a reach-in. Brandel throws it off the hands of Stoutenborough. It's MG ball. 4:35 to play, 31-11 still. Gorton is wearing that number. She was wearing 21 earlier this season. Now she's wearing 11, so we'll quit calling her Calhoun and credit the points appropriately. She's got a 3 already tonight. Misses that one, though. She must have heard me. Yes, because it's all about me. Brandel bringing it across for the Blackhawks. Right side, Marquardt. Vandermouse, double teamed, dribbles out of it. Comes up high. Stoutenborough goes left side. Marquardt for three. That's off. Tipped. Ooh, I thought Blank touched it last, but they're going to say it's MG ball. We'll take it. Stout into the game for the Blackhawks, and Stoutenborough will sit down. No, they are saying it's Stoughton. Fort Atkinson ball. Brandel inbounds it. Sheneke up top to Stout. Back to Brandel, right corner, in and out. Rebound Curran, off to Peyton Blang. Blang will bring it across. 3.5, 3:45 to play. Gordon to Johnson, to Blang on the right corner. Up top to Gordon. In the left side is Bruns. Tries to go baseline, can't get it to drop. Rebound Fort. 3:30 to play. Still a 20-point MG lead. Brandel getting away with a little push on Blang there and throws it away. It's going to be MG ball. Yeah, she gave Johnson a shove and pushed her back about 5 feet. All right, 3:21 to play. Not many timeouts here in this first half. It's really sped along. Johnson to Curran. Back to Johnson, or to Gordon, who hits the three. Jenny Gordon with a couple of threes tonight. She comes in the second leading scorer for the Silver Eagles, and she's got 6 points already. Sheneke should give it off to Brandel. Brandel runs into a double team and gets fouled. Johnson called for her first foul. 16 fouls, so we're being the bonus. Kaylee Kellogg sneaking back into the game. Somebody sat down. Don't worry, we're not playing with 6. Although Fort must feel like we are. This is Belzer, Lily Belzer with the ball. They go up top to Stout. Kellogg quickly comes up with the turnover, gets the steal. Gordon will bring it in. Bruns, Nelson, baseline Kellogg, kick it out to Bruns in the left corner. And they say she stepped out of bounds. A lot of good hustle by the Silver Eagles tonight. They're not standing around waiting for Warnock to make it happen. Everybody's getting very aggressive, and I like how this team is playing. 34-11, they lead it. 2:25 to play in the first half. Silver Eagles really reining the threes in. I remarked during warm-ups that the other girls, the Fort Atkinson girls, were practicing shooting 15-footers while the Silver Eagles were all hitting threes. Gordon to the free throw line, give it off to Peyton Nelson. Nelson with the three. Her first three of the night. So everybody's getting in this hit parade. 37-11 with minute 54. Now they're into a press again. Fort getting it across. And a travel called on Kaylee Haas. 1:50 to play, a 26-point MG lead. All right, Gordon will bring it across for Monona Grove. Up high is Bruns looking inside. Blocked. Who was that? I think that was Gordon who got it blocked. And now she works Fort Atkinson into a travel, and it's MG ball again. No harm, no foul. Minute 34 to play and a 26-point MG lead. 11 points. They've given up just 11 points so far in the first half. Pretty stifling defense, but the offense is percolating right along. Monona Grove averaging, where is it here, 67 a game. They're on track to best that. A miss there by the Silver Eagles. Haas to Brandel. No, that's not Brandel. That was Vandermouse. There's Haas again on the right side. Looked up top for Miles. Looking inside for Sheneke, and Sheneke gets fouled. This is going to be either Bruns or Curran. Curran picking up her first. So we're shooting. Send Shinaki to the line where she's a perfect 3 for 3. 5 points on the night, their leading scorer. She's been their leading scorer all season. The only one approaching double figures on a regular basis as she drops in the first free throw attempt. 37-12 with 1:03 to play in the first half. Second one coming up. And she knocks that one down as well. She's a perfect 5 for 5 from the line. She's the only one having a good night. She's got 7 of their 13 points. Nelson into the corner. Kellogg for 3. Boom! Nothing but net. Kaylee Kellogg, the best of you each morning. 40-13. 45 seconds left. Haas harassed into the double team. This is Vandermouse, top of the key. She gets double teamed. Haas into the corner. Stout, she'll dribble the baseline and drop in 2. Stout's a pretty decent player for a freshman. I've got her for 6 points. 40-15. Gordon to Bruns to Nelson. To Kellogg, to Curran. Nice ball movement here. A little sloppy, actually. Kellogg, drive in from the right side. No, kick it back to Gordon. 3 ball, no, partially blocked. 4 seconds left in the half. And that's going to expire. The Silver Eagles will go to the locker room leading the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks 40-15. Stay tuned for the exciting second half of Silver Eagle basketball here on WVMO LP Monona. I'm Steve Martinelli, and this is Monona Grove Silver Eagle Sports. WVMO LP Monona. I'm Steve Martinelli, and tonight, Silver Eagle girls against the Fort Atkinson Blackhawks. And let's be honest, it's been pretty one-sided so far. The Blackhawks managing only 15 points in the first half. What do you say? Silver Eagles have put up 40. This is kind of typical for both these teams. The Silver Eagles playing some great defense tonight, but face it, they're playing a team that's far beneath them in the standings and far beneath them in terms of talent. Fort Atkinson, you got a feel for these girls. They come out and they try hard, but they've won 2 conference games in the last 4 years while losing 48 of them. Let's run down the scoring. We'll do the Blackhawks first because it won't take very long. 5'11 senior, 5'10 senior or junior, Anna Sheneke leads them with 7 points. The freshman, Tyla Stout with 6 points and 2 for Corinne Stoutenborough. For the Monona Grove side of things, assuming this is correct, I have McKenna Warnock leading them, of course, with 7 points, 6 apiece for Kellogg, Gordon, and Bruns, 5 for Peyton Nelson, 4 for Johnson, 4 for Blang, and 2 for Curran. Let's see. We saw Christensen for a little bit. She hasn't scored yet. Other than that, everybody else that's gotten into the game has scored. Hopefully we'll see those other players down on the end of the bench get some minutes here in the second half, as I don't see any scenario in which Fort Atkinson comes back to win this one against the Silver Eagles. They're just too powerful. They've got too many weapons. Interesting, Monona Grove has made 14 field goals tonight, 9 of them from 3-point range. They're 1 out of 2 for free throws. Johnson getting both of those attempts. Fort on the other side, 7 out of 9 shooting free throws. Sheneke's got 5 in a row. They've made 4 2-point field goals and 0 threes. Monona Grove with 9 threes. Remember I said 9? 9-0 in terms of threes. Monona doing an outstanding job shooting the ball. Coming into tonight's game, they'd hit 25% of their threes. They're well above that. They've hit 29 coming into the game, 9 more tonight. This is a team that can really hit the threes. And then they really rebound well, too, and play defense. I mean, a lot of these points have come off transition. Just a lot going on for the Silver Eagles tonight. And looks like Fort Atkinson is heading to their 6th consecutive loss to open the season. Monona Grove will probably go to 4-1. I say probably. We've got 18 minutes to play. A lot can happen. I mean, we outscored them 40-15. Why can't it be turned around, right? Well, I got a couple of reasons. I got about 12 good reasons, and they're standing on the other side of the court wearing white jerseys, right? After tonight, we'll be back on the air next Tuesday night when the boys host the Monroe Cheesemakers. That'll be our WVMO Game of the Week. And then we've got another TV game. Let's see. On the 18th, when the girls take on Milton, the Red Hawks. And then a real treat for you on the 28th, when we have McFarland boys and girls coming into town. We'll do a doubleheader, both on TV. Silver Eagles inbound. Kellogg will give it to Blang, and we're underway here. Warnock runs up top, left corner. Kellogg inside to Warnock, muscles her way in, draws a foul, and gets 2 shots.
The Atkinson foul on Stoutenborough. That's her first team foul.
Stoutenborough's first foul. Send Warnock to the line for the first time tonight. Just 7 points in the first half for Warnock. She's averaging 31, but they don't need her to score 31 tonight. They're saying about the points tonight. This is getting some quality minutes for some of the other girls on the team. Coach Z has gone 9, or Coach K has gone 9 deep, I believe. And 8 of those 9 have scored. Warnock hitting both of those. She's an outstanding free throw shooter. 29 out of 40 coming into tonight's game, just over 70%. But for her career, she's much better than that, 82%. Vandermouse going right side to Marquardt. Back up top to Stoutenborough, to Vandermouse on the right. Vandermouse working against Curran, now up top to Treloff. I remember seeing Treloff in the first half. Stoutenborough back to Marquardt up top. Treloff on the right side, guarded by Kellogg. Yeah, Warnock matched up against 21 Shinnicky, and whistle stops play, and it'll go back to the Silver Eagles. She stood around waiting too long. That's what it's officially called. Minute underway, 42-15. The Silver Eagles lead it. Here in the second half, Blang, they bring it around into the corner to Kellogg. Kellogg will give it off to Warnock at the top. High left side. Blang, almost a double dribble there from the right. Now she'll back up. Inside to Warnock, double team falling away. She draws the foul and get 2 shots. They didn't go inside that much in the first half. Content to sit outside and shoot threes. Now Coach Keel obviously working on something. Stoutenborough picking up her second, and she really is unequipped to handle a player of Warnock's stature. Oh, and Warnock misses a free throw. That's her 1 miss for the week, ladies and gentlemen. She makes this one. We'll put her in double figures. Thank you very much. And it gives the Silver Eagles a 43-15 lead. Marquardt will walk it up for the Blackhawks. This has got to be hard to go out getting kicked every week, every game. So you give these girls a lot of credit for trying. They're coaching just his second year, and hopefully he's turning things around. He's got a couple good freshmen. Hey, there's a 3-pointer for Stoutenborough. That's her first 3 of the game. 43-18, back to a 25-point lead. Now Warnock brings it up, looking for some help, finds Kellogg behind her. Kaylee will drive right side, kick it back to Blang. Cross-court pass to Bruns. Bruns inside to Curran. Curran tries to muscle up, can't, give it back to Bruns. Over to Warnock up high. Warnock inside to Bruns. Scoop, no, and draws the foul and will get 2 shots. So the Silver Eagles attacking the basket more in the opening minutes of the second half, when they were content to sit outside and hit threes in the first half. Marquardt called for her first foul. Sending Julia Bruns to the line. Bruns, this is only her 5th time to the line. Johnson and Nelson in for Kellogg and Blang. Bruns 4 for 4 from the line, 5 for 5 on the season. And she has 7 points. Now Peyton Nelson in. Bruns will sit down. Miss there on the Treloff 3. Lofted. Nelson to Warnock. Nice spin move to the basket for 2. Warnock made that look easy. 6-9. I've got her for 12 points. Yes, sir. 5 in the second half after only 7 in the first half. We're a couple, 2.5 minutes into the game, and she's picked up 5 more in the half. Expect her to come out. Nope, Curran's going to come out. Gordon will come in. 15:22 to play. 46-18. The Silver Eagle lead is substantial. Peyton Nelson will bring it across. Peyton and Nelson and Johnson in the backfield. Backcourt. Saved by Warnock. Right in front of the MG bench. She'll drive the lane. Float up a 10-footer. No. Hustle after the rebound. Knocked out of her hands though, but she touched it last. No, the hustle there by number 10. J.D. Christensen. When did she come into the game? J.D. averaging only half a point a game. I'd like to see her going. She's a big girl, 5'11", so they could really use somebody with that height to add an additional scoring threat. Boy, Nelson and Johnson make a nice backcourt duo, especially coming off the bench. They're both so quick. There's a 2-pointer for Marquardt, the freshman. Marquardt's first points of the night. Warnock into the lane, looking for help. Up top to Nelson. 3-ball, boom. Nelson's got a nice touch. He's got 8 points. Comes into the game averaging 3.2. Marquardt will walk it up 49-20. Yikes. Loose ball picked up by Vandermoos. Looking inside. Has to throw it up top to Treloff. Treloff needs some help now. Harassed by Johnson, something fierce. Gets it over to Marquardt into the lane. 3-ball attempt by Stoutenborough, and she hits another one. 49-23. Stoutenborough has hit their only 2 threes now. She had only 2 points in the first half, 6 here in the second half. Johnson looking inside for Christensen. Nelson trying another 3, missed. Gordon with the rebound and the put in by Nelson or by Warnock. $13:30 to play. Loose ball, and they say it belongs to the Blackhawks. Chloe Larsh into the game. Darian Johnson will sit down. Larsh, remember, played a little for the Silver Eagles last year. Not the same minutes this year. Last year, Chloe averaging 4.2 a game, I believe. Let me check. I believe she's looking for her first basket of this season yet. Yep. Let's get one for Chloe then. Vandermoos from the free throw line for 2, her first points. Vandermoos. Speed of lightning. Oh, boy. Warnock took a tumble there. She got hip checked by Stoutenborough. Stoutenborough called for her 3rd foul. Randall in for Stoutenborough. .13:06, a 51-25 lead. Who was that? Warnock, I should have known. Warnock's going to get her points tonight. Don't you worry none. Randall for 2. Randall was scoreless in the first half. They're spreading the scoring around a little bit, but to be fair, they've got a number of substitutes. There's one for J.D. Christensen. Her first points tonight. I was going to say, to be fair, we got a lot of subs and McKenna Warnock on the floor right now. Vandermoos trying to go in from the left side. Backs it off. Sheneke for 3. Nope. Tipped. Rebound Nelson. Peyton on the run. She's going to take it herself. Coast to coast. Gets the basket and the foul. Peyton Nelson. She's a good little player. I'm liking her a lot. Just a 5'9" sophomore, but she's going to be a force these next couple years. Who do we get for the foul here? Warnock will come out, as does Christensen. Curran in 24. DeVault in, Kaylee DeVault. And 4 subs coming in for Fort Atkinson, so with 12:10 to play, they're basically calling it 57-27. The foul called on number 1, Brandel, her first foul. That'll send Peyton Nelson to the line for her first time tonight. 11 points for the sophomore. Johnson will come in and Nelson will sit down. So we've got Nelson, Curran, Larsh, Johnson, Curran, Larsh, Lang, and who else? Oh, DeVault. And a bunch of girls wearing red on the other side. We'll call their names off if they hit a basket. Some good defense here by these girls. They're still playing without their leader on the floor, as we've probably seen the last of McKenna Warnock for tonight. Next time out, I'll call her total or scoring up. Darian Johnson called for knocking that one out of bounds. 11:39, 58-27, a 31-point lead for Monona Grove. This is Haley Miles. Forgive me if I accidentally call her Haley Mills. Those of you my age would understand why. What? A foul away from the ball? Foul call on Peyton Blang, her second. All right, let me add up Warnock's points, as I will be surprised if we see her back tonight. 8, 11, 12, 13, 14 points from McKenna Warnock. Obviously her lowest total of the year, but that's in 3 quarters of play. And getting a lot of assists when she could be shooting the ball. And they've announced half-price hot dogs. So, of course, a mad rush to the concession stand. So come on out next week and watch the girls play when they take on, well, let's see, they don't play at home, I'm sorry, until the 15th, Saturday against Wilmot. Then we've got a TV game against the Milton Redhawks on the 18th. They travel to Watertown, and then we've got the doubleheader against McFarland. All right, Fort Atkinson inbounding. This is Brandt. They've still got a couple starters in there. Brandt, Miles, 22 is Grant. We saw a little of her in the first half. Who is this with the ball? That's Brandt again. Silver Eagles subs playing some good defense here, denying the ball getting inside at all. Coach Gill's got to be pretty happy with the way his girls played tonight. They've essentially salted this one away at halftime. Kat Brandt, a 5'4" senior. One of the better players on this squad now. A jump ball called, and the possession goes to the Blackhawks. Now, Peyton Nelson will come back in, and Johnson and Lang will sit down. Who else came in? Goke. We haven't seen Emma Goke yet. Of course, this is only the second game we've done for WVMO or Monona Community Media. Ooh, nice reach in there by Peyton Nelson. Almost came up with a loose ball. 10:24 to play in the game, and 31-point MG lead. Coach Keel content to get the varsity reserves some good minutes here. Mixing in those from the regular rotation a little bit. He's gotten the entire roster into the game tonight. See if we can get points for all of them. Stout getting 2. 3 ball long for Goke. And out of bounds, touched by Fort Atkinson. It'll be MG ball. Fort Atkinson, kind of an anomaly. Their team nickname is the Blackhawks, yet the city is named after General Atkinson, who fought the Blackhawk Indians. Kind of weird. That's Klarsch. Nice baseline move. Kick it over to Curran. She'll go into the lane. Back out to Nelson for three. Nope. Gook almost came up with that rebound. Tipped to Brandt, though. She'll come down the floor in a hurry and now have to set up the Blackhawk offense. 9.5 minutes to play. This is going to be a long 9.5 minutes, except there won't be many timeouts. Larsh for two, Chloe Larsh. Chloe Larsh with the easy layup. Not easy, she made a nice move at the basket, but that's her first points of the season. Now we got to get one for Kaylee DeVault. Kaylee wearing number 24, keep an eye on her. Somebody for the Blackhawks made it. Lily Belzer credited for that one. Come on, let's get one for Kaylee. Oh, a travel called on Curran. And correct it was. All right. Jenny Gorton coming into the game for Monona Grove. It'll be Stoughton basketball in front of the MG bench with 8:45 to play. 60-31, the Silver Eagle girls lead. Christensen will come in for Curran. So we've got, let's see, Gorton, Larsh, Goak, Christensen, and who else? DeVault. Oh, thrown out of bounds by number 2, Haley Miles. All right, let's find DeVault here. Chloe Larsh right there in the left corner. DeVault bringing it across with Goak. Larsh to the free throw line, Goak up top. Left side, Goak. 3 ball for Gorton. Her third 3 of the night. A lot of girls having season highs tonight. (63-31). Good MG defense tonight by everyone. Good team defense. Missed there. Rebound by Gorton. Gorton's just showing some real flashes tonight. I like her. This is Chloe Larsh trying to drive in from the right side. Kick it out. Free throw line. Now to Goak from the left side. In and out. Almost got the 3. Now she's fighting. Almost took the ball away from 3 different Blackhawks. She's a scrapper. Goak listed at 5'7". She doesn't look quite that big. Oh, Haas scrapping. A little chippy out here in the last minute or so. Knocked out of bounds by Larsh. 4 more Blackhawks coming in. Vandermouse amongst them. 21 is Shinnicky, 23 is Treeloff. Hey, wait a minute. There's Stoughtonboro. They're going to let the starters back in the game. That's not fair. Get him, Coach Keel. Get him. Vandermouse, air ball, tipped by Stout. Rebound by Vandermouse. Or no, that's not Vandermouse. That's Shinnicky. This is Shinnicky with the ball. Up top, there's Vandermouse. Stoughtonboro inside to Shinnicky for 2. And the foul. Foul on DeVault. Shinnicky to the line where she's a perfect 5 for 5. This is the only thing that's gone right for Fort Atkinson tonight. Shinnicky's from the free throw line. And then she clanks one. Rebound, MG. Long pass down court. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be MG ball. J.D. Christensen with the rebound after the missed free throw. So Larsh will inbound. Gets it into Gorton. 3, no. Rebound, Larsh. To DeVault. DeVault, Christensen back to DeVault. 3 ball from the corner is Larsh. Larsh with 5 points, not only a season high, her first 5 points of the season. 66-33, a doubling of scores. Silver Eagles with 6:20 to play, going to easily win this one. Stoughton was supposed to be, or excuse me, Fort Atkinson was supposed to be greatly improved. They only graduated Sarah Pfeiffer, their leading scorer from last year. There's a 3 attempt by the Blackhawks. Tipped. Who comes up with this? Emma Goke. She's a hustler. Come on, Kaylee, take that one. Goke thought about the 3. There's Christensen. Come on, Kaylee. Kaylee gets fouled on the floor. We're not in the bonus, so no free throws taken. Stoutenborough called for her 4th foul. Really kind of a moot point here. Number 21 coming off the floor, Sheneke. Larsh inbounding. Come on, Kaylee DeVault. The Goke in the right corner. Oh, and she went out of bounds. The ref didn't see it. He almost stepped on her feet. Or she almost stepped on his feet. But now they call it out of bounds, and it goes to the Blackhawks. 5:36 to play, 66-33. Even the subs have outscored the Blackhawks. Second half, 26-16, 18. But they're not giving up. Miss there, rebound by Christensen. JD will dribble out of trouble. Give it off to Jenny Gorton. Gorton down the floor in a hurry. Goke, excuse me. Clarsh thought about the 3. DeVault to do the long pass. And they say that she traveled with it. That was Jenny Gorton stepping out of bounds. All right, 5:04 to play. Still a 66-33 game. They're playing like it's tied. It doesn't matter. A lot of Fort Atkinson's games have been over at halftime, and this one they actually scored more than they usually do. I mentioned coming into the game they scored 26.5 a game. They're 33 now, but come on, DeVault. Come on, Kaylee, shoot those. Larsh cross court. Gordon back to Christensen, or to Goke. Come on, Kaylee DeVault trying to go baseline from the left side and draws a foul. We in the bonus? We in the bonus? We're not in the bonus. Now we're in the bonus. No, there wasn't a foul. It was just knocked out of bounds. Inside to Goke. 3 ball. No. Rebound. DeVault saves it from out of bounds and kicked by the Blackhawk. DeVault's not really looking for a shot either. Darn her. She's 0 for 3 on the season. More subs coming in for Fort Atkinson. DeVault last year averaged 3.3 a game. We got to get her one here. No. Christensen almost came up with that rebound on the miss by Larsh. Not often as a substitute you get a solid 12, 13 minutes to play at the end of a game. So Coach Keel taking advantage of that opportunity for subs. Rebound Christensen. She's actually, draws a foul too. Christensen playing pretty well under the boards. She's a big one, a 5'11 junior. Just the 3rd team foul? Really? Against number 10, Marquardt, her 2nd. Boy, there's a lot of fouls. That seems like there should be more, but Silver Eagles will inbound Blackhawks will inbound under their own basket. Shinnicky has it knocked away by DeVault. See, Kaylee's playing a good game. She's just not taking any shots here. Come on. In the corner to Goke. Dumps out to Kaylee. Oh, come on, and she called for the travel. Darn it. We're looking at a possible Amy Johnson Award winner here. I want her to break this streak of no points for her. Goke doesn't have a basket tonight either. She's at least scored this season. And she comes up with a steal. Emma Goke to Larsh. Right side, long. Saved from going out of bounds by Gordon. Gordon gets it back. She'll take the three. She's not a shy girl about that. Rebound for Atkinson. Down to 3:15 to play. Still 66-33. We've been stuck at that score for a while here. Despite Fort Atkinson putting their starters back in, over and back, it's MG ball. That's like the third time they've been called for that. So Chloe Larsch will inbound it. Larsch, a 5'5" senior. Jenny Gordon walking it up for the Silver Eagles. A little bit of MG trivia. You might not know it unless you're paying attention at all. McKenna Warnock was all conference. Oh, there's the three-pointer for Goak. Gets her in the scorebook. Now it just needs, we just need Kaylee DeVault. She's the only MG player without a point tonight. Lost where I was. Oh, Peyton Blang is all conference shortstop last year. We saw one of the girls' softball games, and hopefully we'll be covering some more this spring. 69-33. Silver Eagles on top. Earlier tonight, the JV1 team won 69-29, JV2 won 44-15. So the varsity completing the triple play by a handy margin tonight. 69-33 so far. We still have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to play in this one. Kaylee DeVault knocking it out of bounds. It'll be Fort Atkinson ball. We got to get a basket for Kaylee. Come on. Don't do this to me, Kaylee. Steal. Slapped away from behind. Goak had an easy layup coming and got caught from behind and had the ball knocked out of bounds. So it'll be MG ball under their own basket. DeVault out at the left elbow. They give it to Gordon, swing it to DeVault. Screen set by Gordon for Larsch. Larsch going baseline, wraparound pass. Three ball for Goak. No. Rebound Christensen. Pass to Gordon. Larsch for three. No. Rebound Fort. Boy, Haas gets in there and really swings her elbows around when she gets a rebound. Oh, that's Belzer. 15, who's that? Maggie Opperman. Wasn't she one of the developers of the hydrogen bomb? Minute 24 to play. Fort Atkinson inbounding. Belzer guarded by Goak. I like the way Emma Goak hustles. She could be one of those players who comes off the bench, adds a little spark, hits the occasional three. They get a lot of depth on this squad. The first 8 or 9 are really strong, but they got a couple bench players here that can play these guys even at least. Now we got a foul underneath. I think this might go on Gordon. Yep. First foul on Jenny Gordon, but the fourth team foul will send Treeloff to the line, where she nails the first one. They've been on 33 for the longest time now, 69-34. Second one coming up for Treeloff. Perfect there. They have shot field goals or free throws very well tonight, only missing 2 of them. Steal by the Blackhawks. We're down under a minute to play. Treeloff looking for some help, guarded by Goak. Come on, Kaylee DeVault's got to win one. Maybe she get a steal and a dunk. They go inside. 2-pointer for number 20, I think that was. Jackie Jensen. Jensen was one of their better scorers last year, having a tough time this year. DeVault, come on. Ah, Kaylee calls for a travel. This is killing me. 28 seconds left. A 32-point MG lead. Crowd thinning out a little bit, as you might expect. It's a cold Tuesday night. Nobody wants to be out. Me, I'm going to go home and relax. 22 seconds to play. Still time for DeVault to get that dunk. She's guarding the ball. Under 10 seconds. No, we're not going to shoot anymore. 69-37. The Silver Eagles will win this one. Go to 4-1 on the season. 3-1 on the season. Fort Atkinson will fall. Fort Atkinson will fall to 0-5. 0-6. Silver Eagles, your victors tonight, 69-37. Everybody on the roster scoring with the exception of Kaylee DeVault. And Kaylee, I was really pulling for you. You know it. So, we're off now until December 11th. When we come back, the girls will take on the Oregon Panthers here at Monona Grove High School. The following week, we've got 2 TV games. The boys against Milton on Tuesday, the 29th. The girls against Watertown on the 31st. I'm Steve Martinelli. This is Monona Grove Creative Video. You're also listening to us live on WVMO LP Monona. Thank you so much for watching, listening, and paying attention to what the heck we going on here. Thanks and good night.